everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my makeup pretty much just for fun, and I'm going to show you guys some new products that I got and that I haven't shown here on YouTube. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is get my hair out of the way, and I want to try something different. Normally I either tie my hair back, but I know like people have been using hair clips, so let's try these. These are some hair clips that I use when I style my hair, and let's see if it works. Why does that not look as aesthetically pleasing as I thought it was gonna be? I feel like it's not holding my hair correctly here. Let's see. That's a little better. Oh, by the way, I did get this super cute bracelet, and this is actually like a friendship collar, so me and my dog have matching ones, and it's so cute. I'll pop a little picture here, and I love it because it's vegan leather, but it looks pretty good quality, and I just got it yesterday, so I'm still like testing out the waters and testing out Achilles' collar to see how it holds up. But it is so cute. I absolutely love the color. I've been waiting for the cognac for the color to come back in stock, and it finally did. And I was like waiting for the longest time, like I think over a year, and then I kind of just forgot about it, to be honest. And then Lily's had like a Christmas collar on, and I've been wanting to get him like a regular everyday collar since Christmas is now over. So I finally got these, and thankfully that they were in stock, and I love them so much. They're so cute. I'll wear them forever. Let's get started. So I'm gonna start prepping my skin. First I'm gonna use the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum, and I've been using this like just a few times, and I like it a lot so far. The thing is that I mainly wanted to use this as a makeup primer, but I normally do my skincare in the morning. This says to use it before moisturizer, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll incorporate it into my actual skincare because I already have products that I really like, but it's a very nice, it's a very thin serum. I'm just gonna put that all over my face, and it does feel nice on the skin. No fragrance. Even though it's a very thin serum, it makes my skin feel plump and sticky. Not sticky, but I feel like there's some plumpiness to it, and it just feels more youthful kind of thing. You know what you think of youthful skin. Moving on, I'm just gonna prep my skin with the Smashbox primer spray. Go in with my Glow Recipe dewdrops, and I feel like I'm running out. And I love having a dewy base, but let's see how I feel today, because I was just watching some like architectural digest videos and Vogue videos, and their skin were like, it was like matte, but it was really flawless looking, and I don't know if I want to do that today. I'm gonna move on to my brows, and here I'm just using the Merit Beauty 1980 Brow, which is my all-time favorite brow product, and I'm just gonna fluff that into the brows. Sometimes I do it more neatly, but other times I kind of just do it messily and then clean up afterwards. So we are going to do that. So I know it looks super messy and gross, but we're gonna clean that up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take a Q-tip, and I'm just gonna damp the Q-tip and clean up my brows. I have not plucked my brows in a while, and they're due for a plucking, but I'll do it tonight as like a part of a self-care routine. There, looks way neater. And then I'm actually gonna use a new product, and this is by Haus Labs. I got their eyebrow pencil because I completely, surprisingly, ran out of all my eyebrow pencils that I had. All my Anastasia brow pencils, my Benefit. So I was pretty proud of myself because I actually like emptied those. So this is the Haus Labs pencil. It's really small, and it does have a spoolie at the end. So I like, because it looks really thin, I feel like it's gonna be really precise. But I'm just gonna fill in lightly the gaps, because the Merit Beauty already done like pretty much 90 9% of the job. So I'm just using the pencils to kind of make it a little bit more fuller, just fill in any gaps that might have missed and kind of extend that tailbone. I'm just gonna use the spoolie and I'm just gonna brush it out. And so far I really like the spoolie. It's very stiff and I feel like it really gets into my brows and distributes that product evenly. So far I think I'm liking the brows. I don't know if I want to use the e.l.f. gel. I'll just use it because I haven't used it on camera here yet. I've been trying my best, but I've been doing pretty good. I've been throwing out boxes of like, so if I buy something new, I tend to keep the box. For example, the Haus Labs foundation. I bought this foundation like maybe a month ago and I still have it in the box and it doesn't have a reason to be in the box, but I've been doing really well and I've been like tossing away the boxes so that way there's like less space taken up in my makeup drawers. So I'm gonna throw that away once I get the chance. But I'm gonna move into my brows and I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Brow Freeze. And I actually really like the product. I have never tried the Anastasia brow product, so I don't really know how it compares, but honestly, like this stuff is awesome. And I like to put it on the lid as like my palette. And then I'm gonna take half of that and put it on my brows and then I'm just gonna brush it through. I don't know if this is gonna be a good idea to do since my brows are not plucked. So it might be extra bushy or messy looking, but oh well. So there you have it, the brow. It is looking very thick. I'm going to start laminating it. And this is the e.l.f. brow brush. It didn't come with it, you had to buy it separately, but honestly it's so good. I'm just taking a Q-tip and I'm just gonna clean all that mess up and it makes it obviously look so much better. You can see this compared to this one. So we're just gonna start cleaning. All right, I think the brows are good. Normally my brows don't take this long. I typically just use the Merit Beauty, but I'm gonna go a little extra with my makeup today just because I wanted to play with my makeup. Next, we are going to go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I absolutely love this stuff. It's totally similar to the Charlotte Tilbury one and it's so much cheaper. So we're just gonna put that all over our face, down our nose. I really want to get like a new foundation brush. I heard that, well, I saw that the Makeup by Mario just came out with one, so I might check that one out. Now I'm gonna go in with the Haus Labs foundation, my all-time favorite foundation, and I'm just gonna use my fingers to kind of warm it up and then start dotting it all over my face. And then I'm just gonna blend with my fingers. And I seriously just love how it's a clean foundation. The match is really good. I actually like it better than my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Surprisingly, it's not that good of a match than this one. And I don't know if it's because I chose the wrong shade, but I swear when like I did it, it was a good match until I tried this one and it was like the perfect match. So I guess we're doing full coverage today. But a little too much, but we're gonna blend it out with a beauty blender. And then we're gonna take a damp beauty sponge and I'm just gonna start pressing it into my skin. And it just makes my skin look so good. Typically I can only, like, I usually blend this in with my fingers really easily. But I think it's because I put too much. It wasn't blending how I wanted it to. So I'm just gonna take a sponge and kind of soak that extra product. I almost forgot, I'm just gonna carve, or really not carve, but clean up my brows a little bit. And I'm just gonna take the Kosas concealer and put it on a flat brush and just clean up my brows. I don't want to like carve it like 2016 brows. I just want to clean it up so that way it just looks neater and more controlled. I'm gonna do the Rare Beauty eye brightener and I absolutely love the applicator on this. It feels so cooling on the skin. I would definitely just like roll it around my eyes if I could. Just gonna blend that out with our fingers. And it honestly does make a difference. I could use this on its own without the concealer, but I'm just gonna use it with the concealer. But you can see definitely making a really nice difference. And I love the texture of this brightener. It almost feels like a skincare product. Use some concealer. So I've had this Kosas concealer for a while and it is really good, but man, people are like hyping it up like crazy, like it's the best concealer ever. And I like it a lot, but they make it seem like it's like revolutionary, and maybe I'm missing it, I don't know, but I really like it. I like that it's a clean concealer, and I will start using it now more often because a lot of people are talking about it way more, and it's so funny how it works like that, huh? All right, then I'm just gonna use my beauty sponge to blend that concealer out. And it is a very good concealer. I would say for me it's full coverage, and I definitely feel like you can layer it on. Here is my dog. As you can see, he has a matching collar to my bracelet, and it's so cute. I absolutely love it. Say hi. Because I'm going for a more full coverage, heavier makeup look, I'm gonna go in with my Say Sun Melt bronzer, and this is one of my favorite bronzers. Love this stuff. It blends into the skin so well. And I'm just gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush in A18, and I'm just gonna start blending up, and it just melts into the skin so well, and it really adds color back to the face very nicely. For blush, I'm gonna use Happy by Rare Beauty because I've been seeing this blush a lot on social media and I seem to really like this color. So I'm just gonna take this brush from BH Cosmetics, this is number 3. I'm gonna start buffing that into the skin, and it really is a nice pink. It looks very intimidating when you first put it on your face, but when you blend it out, it really looks beautiful and like a really nice natural flush pink. I love it when Achilles just goes into little like nooks and crannies. I'll show you. Yes, I still love doing the blush on the nose, even though winter is coming to an end, or it is ending. But it is still pretty cold here, so I'm gonna take advantage of it as much as I can because I really like that blush look. Typically, I like the sunburnt one where you put it more on the bridge of your nose, but right now I'm just gonna stick with the I'm cold blush look. And this is like my favorite part of makeup, is like once you add the base, like you start adding the cream products to it, like the cream bronzer, the cream blush. It just looks so good. It pulls the whole look together. I'm gonna go in with the Westman Atelier highlighter stick, and I'm just gonna put that on the high points of my cheeks and into my brows. It's this absolutely stunning glow. I'm just gonna put that on my nose. And I was so like happy because I went to Sephora like a week ago, and someone actually like complimented, or like they asked like, what am I wearing, what highlight am I wearing on my face? And I told them it was the Westman Atelier one, and like it was a Sephora employee. And then she looked it up on the app and she's like, oh, is it this one? And I was like, yes. And she was like, it looks really good. And you know, I said thank you, and I absolutely love this highlighter. Now, the way I put it is kind of defeat the purpose, but I just wanted to use it just because I'm gonna lightly set the face and then I'm gonna put a powder highlight on top of it. But using it as like an everyday highlighter looks so good on the skin. It makes your skin look so dewy and fresh, and it's absolutely stunning. Right now I'm gonna take the Haus Labs powder, and I'm going to lightly set the face. I'm mainly gonna focus this on my jawline because that's where I don't want it to move or transfer as much as possible. And then I'm gonna lightly dust all over my face. And it still keeps that glow, which is what I love about this powder. And I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I started recently using this and I never understood the hype about this powder until now. It's honestly really good, and I mainly use it under my eye to really smooth out that area. So I'm just gonna blot, or not blot, but kind of smooth out the under eye. And then I'm gonna take a powder puff, and I just got this from Amazon, and I'm gonna pat off the excess off the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna press the powder onto my under eye, and it literally looks like a filter on my eye. Like, what the heck is in this powder? It looks so smooth and it feels so smooth to the touch. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's the powder itself or the powder puff or just the combination of both. This is one of the few things that I own from Charlotte Tilbury, along with the mini Hollywood Glow filter thing, but I never really like got into Charlotte Tilbury. Like, I never brought myself to buy a lot of their things, and so far it's not like something that I would want to collect. I do like some of their products. I mean, this product is really good. The Hollywood Glow filter, it's good, but the e.l.f. Halo Glow filter is pretty much the same exact thing, and it's so much cheaper. So I would just, personally, I would just buy that myself every single time. But that powder though looks so good. Moving on to the eyes, I've been loving using liquid eyeshadow. So I've been using the Rare Beauty liquid eyeshadow. This is in the shade Nearly Neutral, and I just kind of put that on the center of the lid. And here I'm using the Real Techniques brush. This is the Deluxe Crease brush, and I just blend that all over the lid, and it makes it like the easiest eye look ever. I remember I used to love doing my eyeshadow, and I still do, but this, I've been loving liquid eyeshadows because it's so easy to use, and especially if it's a good formula, it blends so easily and smoothly, and you got a really nice look just like that. And I like to bring it out kind of like a wing moment, and this is probably one of my favorite shades of them. I haven't tried any of the other ones, but this one seemed like the most wearable one. I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario because I have not displayed this palette on my channel here, but it has been used, and so far I really like it, but honestly I don't use it as much as I thought I would. And I did get this as a Christmas present, which I'm really thankful for, and it is a beautiful palette. Maybe I just gotta figure out like a way to use this, or look at more tutorials on how to use this palette, but I think I'm gonna go in with this one. So I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm going to start dabbing that onto my lid, and it really is a beautiful eyeshadow. I don't know, I just feel like I have glitter eyeshadows that I like better. Like, I really like the Urban Decay Space Cowboy glitter, and then I like the ColourPop, it's called the Ritz. But I mean, it does look beautiful, and it really reflects in the light very beautifully, and I like how subtle it is. And I like to kind of bring it up high to have a little glimmer and sheen on that area of my eye here, and not be too precise with it. Then I'm gonna take the Urban Decay 24 Glide On pencil liner, and this is in the shade Whiskey, and I've been loving using brown liners. I wanted a pencil liner because I wanted to be able to smudge it out, and you know, obviously a liquid liner, you can't really do that. I bought a Fenty one, and I'm sorry, but it sucked. It was so hard and like really rough on the eye, and it did not blend well. Like, either you have to move really fast, but it was very dry. So I went with, I mean, to me this is like the OG pencil, and it's so creamy, it's so good, and it does stay on for a really long time. So I'm just gonna start creating like a super chubby mini wing on the corner of my eye. I'm gonna take a pencil brush. This is the BH Cosmetics brush number 10, and I'm just gonna start smudging that and making a wing. And there, it was so easy. I just gotta clean it up a little bit. Just take this shadow from Kaja Beauty. This is in their trio called Spiked Ginger. And I'm gonna take the darkest shadow and start smoking that liner out. I'm gonna take some concealer and clean up the edge of that wing just to make it sharp and precise at the outside of the wing. We want the softness and blurriness to be on top. Okay, so it was looking a little too like faded out for the wing liner that I like. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of liquid liner right at the edge to really create the illusion of a nice smoky gradient eyeliner. I'm just gonna curl my lashes. I like to use my Shiseido eye curler, and then my favorite mascara right now, especially for like a really glam look, or if it's a heavier look, I like to use the Essence Lash Princess mascara because it really does make my lashes look so thick, and it almost looks like I'm wearing false lashes. And this is the waterproof version. I remember I used the regular version and I didn't even know they had a waterproof version, but I'm so glad they did because it's become my favorite mascara for glam days, and I like it way better, surprisingly, than Maybelline mascaras that I've used. And I've been using Maybelline since middle school, high school. Like, do you see how much of a difference it looks? It looks so good. Oh my gosh, hold on, I take that back. I don't know what's happening. They look so clumpy. What the heck? That literally has not happened before with this mascara. I've used this plenty of times. I'm trying to brush it out with another mascara one, but I think it's making it worse. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna try to fix that because I don't know what the heck happened. That's never happened before with this mascara. I'm just gonna leave it how it is right now, and I'm just gonna work on the other eye. Oh, I hope it doesn't do it to this eye. Okay, it's doing fine on this eye. I have no idea what I did on the other eye that made it so clumpy. See, this is how I was expecting it to look like, not like this. I don't know what that is. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. And that was like one coat, and then I mistakenly put the brush back in and try to wipe the brush to comb it out, but it made it so much worse. That is what I was hoping for, not that. I don't know what happened there. Okay, I saved it. I used I used the spoolie on the end of a brow brush, and I just brushed it through from the top, and then yeah, it definitely separated out the lashes how I wanted it to, so it looks way better than before. So I'm not giving it a touch anymore because that was really weird. Face, I don't have any powdered blush, so I'm gonna go back in with Happy and just put 2 small dots on there to kind of just re-enhance that blush. Luckily, I found that the Rare Beauty blushes, they really actually sit really well on top of powder, and I don't notice any separating, or it doesn't mess up my foundation. So that's why I don't mind putting a little bit more as I finish my makeup, because it honestly doesn't disturb it. So then, just because I do have a powdered bronzer, I am gonna go in with my NARS powdered bronzer. So I'm gonna use the Morphe M405 brush, set or kind of just re-enhance that bronzer. And then for the super exciting part, we're gonna go in with the Rare Beauty highlighter. This is their powder version, and this is in the shade Exhilarate, which I was waiting for so long to come back in stock. And we're just gonna basically kind of set that highlighter. This stuff is so pigmented, so you have to go with a really light hand, but it looks so pretty. It really made me fall back in love with powder highlighters. And I did do a comparison on my TikTok, comparing this and other highlighters, like other powdered highlighters, to see if there was a difference. And honestly, I did see one major one, which is another powder highlighter that I used. It had bigger glitter freckles, bigger glitter particles, and the Rare Beauty one, I don't see any like glitter chunks at all, which is why I think it does such a great job at creating like a skin like glow finish. As you can see, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I do have another shade. This is in Flaunt. The other one was Exhilarate, and this was actually the first one that I got because they were sold out of every color. So I just went with this one, and it does work on my skin, but I just have to go super light-handed or else it creates like that highlighter shadow. Right now I'm gonna go in with the Refi lip liner, and this is in the shade Taupe. So I actually really like this lip liner, but I feel like I'm still on the hunt for a better one, or maybe one that I really like. Like I said, I like this lip liner, but it hasn't really given me the wow factor. Oh shit, I broke it. Can I save it? Yes, I'm gonna put it at a very short and just not put it out so much. I'm gonna use my favorite Merit Beauty lipstick. This is in the shade Slip. It is well loved. I definitely do need to get a replacement, but it's such a beautiful nude color. It's honestly my favorite. This lip liner does make it look a lot darker than it is, but we're gonna go with it. It does come with some sort of like lip topper that's supposed to make the lip liner stay on like forever. But I tried it on top of lipsticks and it actually works. So I'm gonna do it on top of this lipstick. You just gotta make sure to spread it evenly and rub your lips together. That way you get an even coverage. So I'm just gonna let that settle in. You can see nothing. That's actually really, really cool that it works on top of other lipsticks. So before I forget, I'm just gonna set my face using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. My skin is having a moment. It looks so good. Okay, now that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed doing this little makeup session with me, and I absolutely love doing this makeup look. It's one of my go-to if I want to be a little bit more glam look, and I will add like a little bit more glitter, and it is still like daytime, but if you want to add like a nighttime look, you can definitely like smoke an eyeshadow underneath the eye for a more sultry nighttime look. But this is honestly like my favorite go-to makeup look, and I feel like I'll never get tired of it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.